Hi guys, it's Zach, and I am excited because I'm making my first video that is an answer to a question that one of my commenters made, which is super cool. So the commenter's name is this guy, and I just wanted to thank him or her for the comment. And the question was, how is going to school in Thailand different from going to a school in a Western country? And specifically, they were asking about like the style of teaching, and so I'm gonna answer that question and then also talk about it. They were also asking about just generally what are some of the differences. So the teaching style, first of all, I'm gonna say that I was expecting it to be much more different than it actually has been. Things that are really similar that I didn't maybe expect to be similar were that even here in Thailand, at least in my school, I go to Stanford, which is an international school here. They still use Blackboard, which is what I used in the US, and so that is a huge thing that's the same, and that makes it much easier because I already know how to use Blackboard, and so uploading and finding like syllabus information, and if the teachers ask for a project to be done, I can just look on Blackboard. I'm familiar with that format. So that has been something that was really cool that is the same between the two different areas and the two schools that I went to. So the teaching style. I would say that it just depends on the teacher, just like in Western schools. Like I have 4 teachers, I'm taking 4 classes this semester, and some of the teachers are really laid back, and then some of the teachers are more strict. But I will say that the teachers are much more diverse, of course, because it's a international school. So I have one teacher that's Thai, and I have one teacher that's from Austria, and Germany is one of them, and I'm forgetting the other one right now, but it's all different from all different places, which I think is really cool. So that's a difference than the small like community college that I went to in the US. Definitely not that much diversity. So that's, I would say, the teaching style I don't think is much different. Like we still get assignments, we're still expected to follow the syllabus. It's very, very similar. The second thing is the class sizes have been really similar as well for me, because I went to a really small, relatively small school, community college, to get my associate's degree in the US. And this campus of Stanford is quite small. It only has 2 buildings. Of course, they have multiple floors, but I would say average class size is like 20 to 30 people, which is about the same as what oh my god, I just had a heart attack because this bird's feathers were outside on my balcony, and I thought it was a gloved hand. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Okay. Sorry. So, whew, girl, okay, deep breath. So, where was I? Oh, yes, I was talking about the class sizes. So that's been really nice because I enjoy getting to know the professor and feeling like the professor cares about how I'm doing in the class and will actually read my papers that I'm doing or read my projects, so that's nice. The food is, I think, good. Some of the students think that it's really bad. It's from Sodexo, which is also a company that is in the US. Like, I'm from the US and I'm familiar with that name. It's a food, place that does food for like universities and different corporations and things. But I think it's good. They have Thai food on one end, and then they have Western food on the other end. So I don't often eat the Thai food because I like spicy and delicious Thai food, but it makes my stomach hurt, and so I usually stick to the Western food, and it's nice that they have that option for Western people. The commute, I would say actually the biggest thing that's different, or one of the biggest things at least, is the commute. Because, and I know that that's less to do with the school and just more to do with like outside factors, but I drive to school, and I'm still not used to driving on the opposite side of the road and sitting in the opposite seat, in the front seat, and the driving, just the flow of driving here is much different. Like there's a lot more motorcycles, and people are a lot more creative with the way that they drive here than maybe I'm used to in the US. Like lanes I would feel like here are like more of a suggestion than a followed through practice. But it's interesting, it's good for me to learn different ways to get from place to place, but I definitely do drive, and so that's, you know, every morning I sort of take a deep breath before I go out into the road because I'm still a little bit afraid, but I'm getting better, and so hopefully that will become less and less of a thing that I worry about. And then the last thing is the students. Because it's an international university, I have been able to meet so many different students that are from different places, and therefore, you know, bring a little bit of something different to the friendships that I've been able to make. And that's probably my favorite difference, is that I'm just meeting people from all over, and I think you can learn a lot from people from different places, obviously. And someone asked me, one of the students asked me, like, oh, are you sad that there are not very many American students here? And I thought about it, and I was like, no, like, if I wanted to hang out with American students, I would have just stayed in the US. And I think that's super true. Like, I really did come here to learn from people and from different kinds of people, and so I'm super, super grateful to have that opportunity, because I think it has really already been awesome, and I'm sure that it will continue to be super good for learning. So that was the answer to the question that this guy gave me. Thank you so much for asking the question, and if anyone else has a question about what it's like living in Thailand, what it's like maybe more something specific that I'm not thinking of about going to school, anything that you can think of, it's really good for me to have questions, because then I can make videos with the answer, because sometimes I don't know what people want to know about. Like, I just go through my daily life here, and I start to get adjusted to things, and I don't think, oh, maybe that's interesting for people to hear about. So if you have any questions, it's very helpful for me. I want to keep making videos. I'm super excited about it, and it's helpful for me to have the questions that you guys give me. So bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Bye guys.